FYP Production.
She fell in love with the bad guy, but she loves my intentions. Nothing feels better than the moment we're sinning, no. Nothing feels better than the moment we're kissing. I'll say I'll love her for forever, in the morning forget her. She was raised under money, growing up she couldn't see the poor. Save my number in her phone under me or more. Look me in my eyes and ask what I need her for. So in this game of life she just might keep a score. And darkness is clouding my judgment. Marijuana clouds cause the loud is so pungent. But me, I haven't touched a drug since that trait of white. I live my life before the fight like I'm Dana White. The block is hot like that boy band with Nick Lachey. Hold my heart in your hands like a Fabergé. Precious. We was young, dumb, and reckless. Living like the devil couldn't catch us.
No, I took that one out to put one in.
You were recording? And we are live. You can't see all of us because I don't know where my mom is facing. I said we're live. I'd like to welcome you all back, and if this is your first time, then we'd like to welcome you to the YSO podcast for the youth, by the youth, being a voice of the youth by giving a voice to the youth. You already know what it is. It's your MC, Emmanuel, Lyons, Saint Even, God's Son, the greatest gift of given the earth, you know, all of the names that you know me by. And we are here, you know, with the usual team and a few esteemed guests with us.
Yeah.
You know, whenever you guys see us here in the studio and, you know, you're getting that in-live, in-person feel, that is thanks to the Thomas family who we have with us now. Y'all want to introduce yourselves and just give a little bit of why, who you are and how Jesus has brought you to this moment.
We're not about to do all of that. Let's just talk. I'm the corner. What's your name?
Keegan White Thomas.
Start with a T. Come on, let them know.
What's your name?
Torian.
All right, Big T.
You like Tor? Yeah.
Also known in the streets as
Eli Tor.
And who's the alien mask doing over here?
Come on, you come on out. Yep,
Thank you, girl. Thank you. We got a new star of the YSO podcast. You know, she takes over wherever she is. It becomes her show.
And our usual hosts, of course.
Gang.
Who
you is this week? I'm myself this week.
Ooh,
okay. That's
switching
original.
I'm
myself. You built up 6 different. I didn't think about it. So I'm myself.
You gotta end the year in your own skin.
Actually, I take that back. I'm the greatest star who ever lived. Take that how you want.
I thought he was gonna say Grinch too. That's a heavy debate though. Greatest Stark who ever lived.
If we're being honest,
in my eyes, the greatest Stark ain't even a Stark, but we're not gonna go there.
You already know who it is, man. It's your boy Drew. Yeah. Make sure I'm like, what's up, everybody? It's me. I don't think y'all can see me. It's Amber. And I'm happy to be here to wish y'all a Merry Christmas. This is our Merry Christmas Friends and Family Appreciation episode, and we are so glad we asked the people to pull up tonight. Just come on camera, show love, and we're looking to have a great time tonight. And you can take it from there, Saint.
Yeah. So that's big word, you know what I mean? And yeah, like my mom said, it's the final episode of the year. It's Christmas Eve. It's just a few hours until Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, we do not mean to alienate you. Happy holidays and just holiday season for whatever you do celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate anything at all, just this time of connection and family and communitas. All right, we just gonna speed past that one as best we can. Yeah. Oh, am I doing that? I thought you was talking about.
And then you pass it up to me.
Okay. Well,
He did that.
Well,
Rewind it.
yeah. As I said before, you know what I mean. Whenever you see us in studio, you know that's thanks to the Thomas family. Our studio is located in the basement of their residence. We can't give out the details because we don't need y'all popping up, no crazed fans.
There are blicks in this crib.
You know what I mean?
We
don't need none of that.
Pull up, but don't pop up.
But yeah, all year, when COVID hit, it set us back. We had to go fully digital, and then, once we kind of got to a point of comfortability, not only as a podcast, but of course, with the people whose home that we inhabit when we come and do this show.
This is water, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah. Nobody was questioning what it was until you said something. Now every viewer is like.
She said they can't see our live video. I thought I just saw it on live.
I saw it on Facebook. So.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah. Who said that?
I'm watching it right now.
I am too.
Click the video.
Get in tune. Tap in. Technology. But yeah, you know what I mean? When we got to the point where we wanted to do the show again in person and have that vibe again, they opened their doors graciously once more. And of course, for those of you who don't know, Quana and Sean Thomas, who head this household, are the daughter and son-in-law of our founder, Amber.
Momager.
And that makes them, biologically related to everyone who's here because we're all related through blood and all that other cool jazz music. and just aside from, of course, being family, they are our hosts. And, we want to extend all of the appreciations and graciousnesses towards them and their presence and, their openness, opening their home to us in general, but then even doubling down amidst this pandemic. You see there's 2 young kids to keep at stead, and just, even if there wasn't, it's crazy outside. COVID don't discriminate. It's touching any and everybody you want to. And so,
and it's freezing too. So there's also that.
Like the temperature or COVID is freezing?
Nah, I don't know if COVID out there freezing. If COVID out there freezing, that's a mutation, ain't it? We just got the vaccine. It's already mutating. That's wild. I like that.
But yeah.
So we want to take this time and space we have acknowledged the Thomas family. Not only do they give us space and to be able to come into their lovely home in their basement to use it as our part-time temporary studio, they also power our online digital podcast through Let's Add Mics LLC. So we just thank them for, everything that they do to support the You Speak Out podcast team. Family, they're a family, so they are with us, but all family don't support you. So this is a unit here that we're just grateful to be a part of. And of course, we have our 2 shining stars, Tegan, Grace. Make sure you go follow. The T is for Tegan on YouTube, and T is for Tegan on Instagram. You want to follow this rising star. She be putting out reels. Spell it?
Yeah.
T-E-A-T-I-G-A-N.
Let them know.
Okay. That's her name, Teigan.
Because she's not one of them.
You heard it.
But also, we want you to follow that's my granddaughter, my grandson, Eli Tor. Awesome, right? Underscore awesome. Is it on Instagram?
Mhm.
And Eli Tor Roblox is on YouTube. So we got YouTube stars and Instagram stars in here. And I mean, when you want to see coding and gaming, he's taking his coding skills to, I mean, I'll go on his YouTube channel and I'm blown away because I don't know how he does all of that stuff that he does. This is our scholars, our rising stars, and we are saluting them. We closing out 2020 with love, family, friends, and we inviting you guys to click the link that's in the feed to come on camera and just tell us some of your favorite episodes, or just come on camera and just join us tonight. We're looking to have a good time. It's Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. And we want to, before the Thomas family leaves, we have a little something for them. I want to say Merry Christmas to the man of the house. Come on, Sean. Come on, Thomas. Wait. Make sure you follow my daughter, Laquana, and get styled by Nat, because she is the bomb stylist. She do her thing. If you need money management, hit up the real Sean Wins on Instagram. Yeah, we plug that. Oh, we plug everybody tonight. And to Laquana, yes, please open it. Please open it. We please open it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Support Black business. Come on, Cameron, show them what you got, Sean. Support Black business. Yeah, everybody was asking us for hoodies. The hoodies are in, as you can see. We are rocking the hoodies tonight. Please order your hoodies. Hit us up. Let us know. Stand up and show them your back, Andrew. You don't have to squat? Because, yeah, the back got words on it. The back got words. Yes, the back. Check out the back. It says, our youth, it takes a village, outstanding, unique, and refined, because that's what our youth are. Come on and get on board and hang with us. Get your hoodies, get your T-shirts. Now your hoodies, you got to put in an order for them, and we'll order them for you. So, yes, this is a new merch that we just got in. It's hot off the printer press. Yes, and I hope Laquan and Sean, you like your hoodies. Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry and we
Christmas,
love you
Sean.
guys. We support what you guys are doing. The podcast is amazing. It's great to see, young people talk about so many great topics, and you guys inspire us. So keep doing what you're doing. We love it.
Thank you.
It's the end of the year too. I know I'm off the mic. Some of y'all probably can't hear me, but it's the end of the year, and expect the invoice in the mail.
That's net 120. Net 120. Net 365. But listen, before you go, please share with our listener audience at least one or two of your most favorite episodes, and what was your takeaway from them? Something that registered with you.
Sorry, T. I thought she was about to say an episode. It definitely probably was the mental health episode. It's interesting to see so many African American people in general, especially young people, talking about mental health awareness, and it becoming more and more relevant. So I think that is probably the one that really resonated with me the most, especially seeing young African American men speak about that, because that's something that is, I don't know if you say taboo, or we don't talk about going to therapy or getting the help that we need from past things that need to be healed from. And I thought that really was something that, struck a chord with me.
Awesome. That is powerful. So one of the things that I was saying is that I put up a post earlier today. We put up a post talking about this podcast. This podcast is started May 2019 on digital, but we kind of had sporadic schedules with them being in college and all over the place last year, and I was really busy, so we had a lot. We didn't do as many episodes as we wanted, but we met as a team, and we said where we want to go, who we want to target, how we want to move forward, and when actually this world closed down, we went viral. We pivoted to virtual rather. Yeah, we going viral. That's prophetic right there. We went to virtual, and this podcast has not missed one. We only missed one episode in the past 9 months during the whole coronavirus pandemic. And that was our Thanksgiving episode. We gave that up so we could all celebrate, but that was the reason why we didn't come, as we told y'all before. So I want to salute this team of young people. I want to salute our co-host. One of our co-hosts, Ashton Gates, is not here tonight. So we shout her out, but we want to salute them. And we shared a few little snippets in our stories today, just so you guys can kind of see some of the stuff that they talked about. We're going to revisit some of the things we did, but we wanted to just say thank you to the Thomas family, Sean, King Sean, and Queen Laquana. There's a powerful Black couple, and I'm proud to have them as being my daughter and my son-in-law, and to be part of this conglomerate of a family that we running a big old business over here. So with many different branches. So thank you for giving us this space. Thank you for loving us enough to bring us in your home and be a part of what we do here at YSO Podcast.
Oh, well, thank you again. Thank you guys for the guests, and we support you always. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Good night.
Oh, them shell toes.
I love them
Black
DJs.
forces. I was about to say we gonna have to have a talk.
Yeah, we got some snacks. Do you see a bag with some sparkling apple ciders and stuff over there? Can you pass that this way, please? We got a little party going on. We got some snacks. Yeah, this is an unorthodox show tonight. We got some snacks. Oh, it's rosé. It's not like a hold on. It's
I'm 21 and
This that Smooches.
We got some Christmas cookies, some Christmas peppermint popcorn, some Christmas cupcakes. We got some sparkling cider. We got gifts, presents, and a whole lot of love. So come on, y'all. Let's make this thing do what it do.
As we always do.
We gonna really dive into this wrap-up episode. You know what I mean? Because this even though this is, Christmas Eve, Christmas episode, it's also our last episode of the year 2020. So we're going to be doing a lot of looking back on the year, looking forward to 21, talking about, what's topical, hitting you with the real. So y'all ready to kick it off?
Let's get it.
First things first, man, we're going to talk about
football.
What? Brothers, please. What? I'm so lost. First things in or whatever, you know what I mean? This is the Christmas episode. It is the holiday season. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is Christmas. New Year's is going to be, next week. And it's a very different holiday, just with the year that we've been having and how this holiday looks. So first and foremost, not even just with it being 2020, but just in general, let's talk about how we actually feel this holiday season, particularly just when it comes to if you're feeling the spirit or if it feels Christmassy or not, or whatever the case may be. And I know I'll start it off with this holiday season's kind of feels like a fever dream to me. Even from Halloween, even though I don't really do much for Halloween, all I ever do is go to parties. But even from that stretch of time to now, everything, all of the holidays have almost felt like they arrive immediately and then they go just as quickly as they came. And there's not much time to really ruminate in whatever the spirit of that holiday is supposed to be, at least for me. I've never been much of a Christmas spirit person, personally. Even when I was younger, Christmas was my favorite holiday, but it was just because I got a bunch of gifts. And I never really liked all of the Christmas spirit things. I didn't like watching Christmas movies. I don't like listening to Christmas music. I didn't like decorating the tree. I didn't even like putting up a tree. I don't like lights. None of that stuff ever really was my forte. Yeah. But this year, I found myself wanting to do small things that make me feel like some form of spirit. And I think it's because I feel like this is my first holiday as an adult. Even though I've been, legal for 4 years now, with me graduating this year and now I'm working and stuff, it just feels like, okay, this is my first time being an adult for the holiday season. And I feel like if I don't identify quickly what each of these holidays means for me on a personal note, they'll just become days for me.
Yeah.
That like I know it's coming. So whatever the case may be, each year. So I've been trying to do small things. I bought like peppermint bark from Target for like no reason. I bought like cookies with the like thought that like, oh, me and my mom can bake them. She just ended up baking them, but we have more, so we can bake them. I guess another point. But I like had these like all of these little things, if you will, that I've watched the movie Jingle Jangle 4 times, mainly because I'm obsessed with it, but also because it's a Christmas movie, and I just have been like trying to identify like what all of these like holidays mean for me and to me. So that's what I'm feeling this season. It's this year's holidays is very much like a searching thing for me, because it feels so distant and so like, I don't know, like muted, if you will. I think is a good word because of 2020 and the pandemic and everything. I think it's like
December 21st.
Negro solstice. Oh man, we're gonna tap in and talk about Negro solstice because it gets real.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. It was, for me, I caught myself because I was more excited about being off work for 4 days straight than I was about Christmas. And then it was like, can't relate. I work so. Like our tree at home, it looks so sad that none of the gifts is under there. Like I bought everybody's gift, it's just not wrapped in the tree yet. But it's like, I don't know. I think it's just this year as a whole is taking away from the spirit of Christmas. Like, because normally Thanksgiving, me personally, is my favorite holiday, but I love Christmas. Like it's probably 1A, 1B, and I'm like always into the Christmas spirit. But this year, I don't know. I guess it's just because of the pandemic, or maybe where I am in my life, and I'm just like ready for my next. It's just I'm just.
Oh, that's what
That's what he asked. Okay, continue.
But yeah, it's just this year it's kind of like taking away from the spirit of Christmas and what all of the death that we've experienced. Like this year was wild. We went through a pandemic, a social justice movement.
Come on.
Like we had an election. Everybody's favorite celebrity died this year. It was just crazy. And so like when you think about all of that, and then it's like, dang, Christmas still has to come. And it's, to me, Christmas is like, it's like the day before New Year's. This year.
That's what it feels like this year.
That's what it feels like. All right, we're gonna get through Christmas, we're gonna get to New Year's Eve, we're gonna get the heck out of 2020. So we can just put that in the rear view. But to me, that's what it kind of feels like.
I don't know. I feel like I lost the Christmas spirit. Like,
Excuse me. If you can see us on Facebook, please let us know. Look in the Healing Pains Through the Arts group. I also shared it to my page, Amber and Lyons. I see us live. Other people are talking to us. So there's people that's inboxing me saying they can't see us. I see us.
What do you mean by can't see us? Like it's there, but they can't visually see it?
My sister said, yes, she can see us. I mean, I don't know. She's saying we can't, but no comment. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just refresh your browser. I'm assuming it's probably one of them things. Yeah. Or your phone.
Like if you go to the page and it says video is live now, you can't see. But if it says video is live now, just click the video, and then it'll pop up.
So yeah. I don't know. This year, like both of y'all have stated, this year has been, ever since March, has been some sort of crazy for everybody in the extremest sense. You know, because I know specifically this year was the first year I got a car again at the beginning of this year, and I remember I had a job at the time, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should like put forth effort to like, you know, try to get out and do stuff, meet new people, do this type, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then March came And it happened so quick. Like, we heard about COVID January. By the time we
was still
going
outside
into
in February.
we definitely was. By the time we're going into our first
Super Bowl.
I think it was spring break.
Yeah.
We going into spring break. Our teachers was like, "Yeah, be prepared not to come back. Be prepared not to come back because of the fact that the world is about to shut down, basically." And from then on, like, I was already in a weird space because I was mad. Like, as soon as I decided that I wanted to start being active again, like trying to enjoy life for what it is, the world was like, nah, stop it. Stay where you are. Yeah, relax. Stay where you are. And it's the overall, I haven't felt like Christmas has been Christmas since for about, like, I'd say the past 2 Christmases. Probably because I am an adult now, and it's like the mood around it isn't the same as when I was a kid, because of course when you're a kid you wake up to all the things that you wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, for the past couple of years I was just thinking, like, how can I what is it that I don't want to purchase that would benefit me, like, musically, because that's usually what I did. That and like artistically, I got a few, like, art supplies that were pretty expensive and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, but for a lot of people, they don't feel that way. Like, for a lot of people, they're like either just starting their family, or their family is like they have small children that are like they can you know have those feelings for, and, like, you know what I'm saying, invested in those, you know what I'm saying, those
Like
waking up,
Tegan and Tori
ripping them
upstairs
up.
making cookies for Santa.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
AKA me. Hopefully they're not watching.
I doubt they are.
But you know what's another aspect of this particular year's Christmas is also, like, really, like, analyzing Christmas, not just like as a holiday, but like what it is in American culture. It's consumerism, you know, mania.
Right.
You know, it's the time to ramp up on advertisement, you know, and all of that. And this year has been fiscally one of the most difficult for not just us as a nation, but just the average American citizen isn't in a position to even whatever they were doing, you know, in the past. Already off top, the average middle class or working citizen can't afford Christmas. But, you know, year after year, you know, people try and make it work, do something, whatever the case may be, save up, go into debt, loans, borrow money from someone, whatever it is that they do to make Christmas happen for their family. This year, so many more people just aren't in a position to be able to do that. Like, so many people have still unemployed and still lost their jobs and aren't getting unemployment. So many people, you know, are at their jobs, but had, you know, pays are different or hours are different, whatever the case may be. And so it's like, what Christmas is in the American manifesto, it's like this literally like, it's like the Super Bowl of consumerism, which is like interesting because the Super Bowl is another like big consumerism day.
Yeah.
But it's literally like this like end all be all for this, you know, money spending materialistic mindset and motivation. And you just look up and you look at, you know, at the end of a year like this, it's like there isn't even a way, you know, like for a lot of people, it's just like there is no Christmas this year, like at all, like in the sense of buying gifts and exchanging this, like I can't. And for those who have families particularly, like that's a big thing, because if you have young kids, okay, sure, they understand the pandemic to some degree because when they go out, they have to wear masks. And like some of them aren't in school or virtual school or school partially, and it looks different. But it's hard for anyone who has to do this to sit down and this is something that's always like been a part of what I think about during this season and during this time, because even though my mom always found a way to make it happen come Christmas time, like we weren't far removed from like, I was able to like visually recognize the impact of my mom, like going from working at Macy's to working at my church, because I remember clocking it by my birthday and Christmas. And I like, before even having an understanding of classism or the fact that like she was making less money. I saw that impact and clocked it as that.
Right.
But even aside from just my experience, like I had homies who come Christmas like, oh, I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. I don't even really like what is Christmas, because you love it because you're getting gifts and you eat great food with your family, and that doesn't exist for me. So that's always something that's on my mind, and it's just that impact is hitting way more people in America than probably on ever before. Definitely on the regular average year.
Right. One thing also is like, well, this is for me personally. I lost a friend of mine last year. All of us know the young lady. She died in a car crash, and her birthday's in November. Within the span of 2 weeks, I lost 2 people that I was very close with. Growing up playing football and them being on my team, and both of their birthdays were in November. So like, I went a 2-week span of remembering people who had passed, and both of those 2 died within the same week this year, during the summer.
Yep.
And like, there was a lot of death happening at that time, which is weird, but for it to be a pandemic at least. And so like going through November was kind of like one of those, I don't want to feel the pain that I felt already. So I'm gonna have to like numb myself or like just jade myself through. And that's kind of how like but you kind of forget to snap yourself out of that mentality once you do it. You know what I mean? Like, simply how like when Arlena did pass, like I didn't show any I didn't grieve. Like I didn't allow myself to grieve properly. So I held all of that in for some months. And I remember driving home. I don't even remember why I was driving up Memorial Drive, but I was coming back home from something. And I was passing the train station. And I think Higher came on. And the second John hit that, flood, bro, like just straight tears. Wow. And it was one of them, it was one of them moments where I was just like, wow. Yeah, like I wasn't, like that was the first time I had really like thought about it. I have her program like bookmark thing hanging in my rear window, so I always look at her when I'm driving. And it's just like the thought of it was me associating the fact that Nipsey was dead. And you know what I'm saying? So like this is one of those songs that you can listen to like remember those people who have passed.
Absolutely.
And like those types of feelings, having to, look back on the year, you're thankful because one, I'm healthy, I made it. This pandemic hasn't killed me. I'm not, broke in the hospital, I'm not physically down bad. I still have my life, my health, and my family, people who love me, So when you look at I'm trying to look at the blessings for what they are and trying to, pick myself up mentally by trying to not forget what has happened and what has transpired, by like trying to understand it, accept it, and just move forward. And I feel like, Christmas is supposed to be such a happy, jolly time, you know what I mean? But a lot of people are still hurting from past things that happened this year, like no less than a month or 2 months ago. Like, King Juan was murdered, and his family's still probably dealing with stuff. And there's a whole bunch of people who he touched that's dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? And there's people like that who aren't famous, who just died. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like whether it be from a disease, whether it be from like somebody doing something to them, whether it be from an unlawful police officer doing whatever they're doing, people are still suffering out here. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like I understand the lack thereof for like feeling very jolly about this season. Like Christian said, I think everybody's just ready to get this year over with and skedaddle.
Yeah, that's definitely a fact. We've already touched on it a bit, but we want to like, I want to see exactly like how each of us framed this year. So we got, and y'all could join in with us watching. You know what I mean? You could just type it in the comments. 2020 is, or 2020 was blank. One word or one phrase that for you encapsulates what 2020 was. And it could be for you. And all our viewers, you know what I mean, type it in, let us know what 2020 was to you and for you. But what would be that word or that phrase that y'all would have to coin 2020 with? If somebody came from 2 years from now, or 2 years in the past rather, through a portal and asked you get one sentence, 10 seconds to explain 2020 to them, what you say?
2020 was bleak.
It was tumultuous.
Mm.
Very, very trying. Like, I think we understate like what really went on this year and how it could take a toll on somebody mentally.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I was telling my mom earlier, like I find myself like when I'm just by myself and reflecting on like the decisions I made and where I am today. Like me being 27, still living in my parents' house, I feel like I would be so much more farther along than I am now. Like even with having a college degree, like to me, it's like, what was all of it for if I'm still doing something that a person without a college degree could do? Like it's not really putting me in a position to where I could do what I want and be successful in doing what I want. And then 2020, I'm thankful to have a job. I thank God for that because a lot of people lost their job and a lot of people are still not working. A lot of people are still on unemployment. So I do thank God for that. But
one of these muted?
Yeah, they can't see it.
No, I meant like the laptop audio because when they start speaking, it's gonna do that whole ringing thing.
Oh, because it's gonna play through here and that's.
Oh, we got people in the we got guests in the
Yeah. He is right though. One of these does need to get muted.
I think this one is.
This one is muted.
Okay.
So we go into the.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in our first guest because we got a couple people in the in the green room. So we're gonna bring in. We're gonna be rotating guests. So we're gonna ask you to please be patient with us as we bring in. We're gonna bring in Garen Clark first because Mark has been our guest before. We want to be able to give him a chance to have a little bit more time. Oh, it's cutting us off. Let me change the view. There we go. All right, now, welcome to the You Speak Out podcast. This is the G. Clark from the. You tell them where you from. Thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Hey, look, thank you for inviting me. My name is G. Clark. I'm a co-host of the Grady Taylor show. You can find us on Facebook under the Grady Taylor radio page, 8:30 on Sunday nights, and then we also do a morning show Thursday morning at 10 a.m. So, yeah.
So thank you for coming through to the YSO, the You Speak Out. We also call ourselves YSO podcast. And, you know, you and Grady did my 57th birthday party virtual. It was a virtual evening of praise on December the 4th, actually on my birthday. And that was hosted by the DJ Grady Baby Radio Show. And you and Grady hosted it. And it was phenomenal. So, I mean, we had church, we had fun, we had laughter, we praised, and I'm grateful for the connection and looking forward to doing some great things with you guys in 2021. But thank you for coming through. And just, you have any words that you want to share with YSO? You know, these are some phenomenal young people that are doing great things, and just share some love with them tonight.
Okay, well, cool, man. Fellas, coming from someone that's doing something that you guys are doing, I've been in the game for about 16 years. And the one thing that I can tell y'all is stick it out. You know what I'm saying? There will be times where there'll be disagreements. There'll be times where you'll have to check each other. It's always good for men to check each other. They say iron sharpens iron. The one thing that I have with me and my brother is that neither one of us can act like we too right at any point in time without there being a love there that's saying, hey man, I think, you know, whatever. But stick it out, man. Stick it out. Y'all are already footsteps ahead of most people. Some people don't find out what they want to do till later on in life. So man, take the gift that y'all have, respect everybody's lane, man. And sometimes don't be mad if, you know, they come over into your, you know, they might veer every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Like teamwork make the dream work, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to move a quarterback to wide receiver to get his full potential to a team. You understand what I'm saying? So that's it. I wish I could throw a scripture in there with it, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I do have a question for you, Mr. G. Clark. What is it specifically, if you remember, what is it that happened for you that was able to propel you to that next step and to that next level? Thank you.
I really am my worst critic.
Mm-hmm.
So in anything that I do, I'm always looking to impress myself. If I don't impress myself, I'm not happy for many reasons, whether that's dealing with a client or whatever the case may be. I want my work to always impress me. And I believe that's kind of the drive that I have. I don't know. I really don't look at the time and collect when I make the move to the next level. Sometimes I just realize, wait, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like the grind is just like that. You know, I don't think any basketball player knows exactly what jump shot he was shooting in practice that took his percentage from, you know, 50% to maybe a 63%. You dig what I'm saying? It's the work. It's the work. So I don't collect milestones. I just, you know, wake up one morning, I see my work the next day and be like, whoa. Yeah. So it's the grind for me, Doc. It's the grind.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
For sure.
That's what's up. Thank you. Please give our love to Grady.
Absolutely.
And everybody at the Grady Taylor Family Show.
Coming through.
DJ Grady Baby Radio Show. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
Please give our love. Thank you for your support. Yeah, we're looking forward to a Merry Christmas. And we're closing out 2020 strong. This is our last show for the year. So when to have somebody like you come on and just show love means so much to us, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
It's an honor. Thank you.
Have a great night. Merry Christmas.
Right. Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right now.
All right.
Show.
Yeah, Mark is there.
No, I was looking at the same.
Okay.
So you gonna bring Mark in?
Yeah. So our next guest, he was a guest on one of our previous shows. I think it was dealing with the pandemic, maybe. Man, that was so long ago.
Young and Black in America.
I don't think it was that. I think it was one of them.
Yes, it was that. Okay, so it
wasn't just him, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had somebody else.
Shayna, right?
Yeah, we weren't in the studio at that point.
No, it was virtual.
Yeah, it was virtual. We had for Young Black in America. We brought in the Makeover Girls to talk about the music industry. We brought in Mark.
Different episode.
No, different episodes. He was on by himself. Was it Q?
Somebody else. It was either Bria or it was, but I think.
No, Bria was with mental health. She was with Dr.
Was
Tina.
it Shayna?
No, Shayna had her own. Shayna had her own.
But he was
somebody else.
He's been here before. He's a friend of the show, as they say. Friend of the show. So we got Mark backstage. He about to pull up.
All right. Pull up.
Pop up.
Come on in, Mark.
How we doing?
Seriously.
Welcome back to the You Speak Out podcast, dude. What's good? It's been a minute since you've been on, but thank you for coming back and closing out the year with us. What's up?
I appreciate you guys for the invite, man. I appreciate you guys for reaching out. I definitely, big fan of the show. So anytime, I can be available, I'm glad that I can be of service.
For sure. So like I said, Mark, you was on, one of our Young and Black in America podcast episodes. And so, highlighting, basically some of the voice you had that night, but then also just it's been so long since then. I guess give us a little bit of, as we look back on the year, in particular when it comes to you and your Black, experience of being a young Black man in America, how you look at this year in regards to that, with the movement that was going on, with all of the police brutality and the police assassinations that occurred and all of that, but specifically from your lens, like let them know exactly how you feel and look at that as yourself.
Um, when I came on originally and we spoke on this topic, uh, it was different then for me now because of just so much things have transpired for me in my own personal life. As Christian and Andrew know, since then, my mother has passed, so it's been hard for me to focus. Like I see the issues that we face as young Black men in America, but my mental has been pretty much everywhere. Since the last time, I spoke on that topic on the show. But my stance hasn't changed. I still feel like enough is not being done. I still feel like young Black men in America are silenced. We don't really have a voice. You see the people with technologies nowadays, and I just think back on so many instances this year where if somebody didn't have a phone, we wouldn't know. And then my heart breaks for the people. My heart breaks for the people who don't have that phone to record, the police brutality, or to record, the blatant racism that they receive on a daily basis. It really does. And for me, I try to, walk every day with God and trust in my faith, and just understanding, that everybody isn't bad. I try to walk into this, everyday life, just with the understanding of that I'm covered by God, and trusting God's plan for myself and my life. And knowing that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And so it's but I'd be lying to you if I don't when I see the police, there's still fear, there's still anxiety when I see a cop behind me, and knowing that I could be doing everything right, and all it takes for them to be having a bad day, and my life could be my life could be forever changed. Um, and so all that's still there, but I just try to. I realize that you can't live your life in fear. You have to live. Even with in regards to like per se this pandemic, you still have to live your life, even though we're in a global pandemic. You still have to live your life to the best of your abilities safely. And that's how I look at that. When I step outside my home, I ask that God keeps me covered and that I'm able to return home safely to my loved ones. But the fear is still there, the anxiety is still there, but it's the knowing of who I serve as a God, and knowing that, with God, on my side, He's gonna see me through, and I'll return home.
That's real.
That's
Absolutely.
real.
Absolutely.
That's real.
Ooh. That was deep.
So, Mark, what are you looking forward to going into 2021? What's your focus?
Hopefully a winning basketball season.
It's really far from that, but my main focus for me, I say, is my mental health going into 2021. 2020 has been a very, very trying year for me. And it's been one that's been close to breaking me a few times. I'm very open with my life. I don't try to, hide, what I've been through, what I'm going through from anybody. And Christian is somebody, who has been very instrumental for me through these last 6 months of 2020. My mental health, just the daily battles of what I've been through. Losing my mom was something that I never, it's going to happen eventually. That's the only thing like is guaranteed, but you don't know that, one day you'll talk to your mom and then the next morning she'll be gone. So, that's been a battle for me, to look up and say I'm 24 years old with no parents. It's a different reality that I face every day. But it's one that I believe that God has prepared me for. So my biggest thing in 2021 is trying to make sure that my mental health is at the utmost importance of anything, because I believe especially in the Black community and Black young men, you know, we're taught from a very young age to suppress our feelings. You know, you're a man, you'll be all right. Don't cry, get over it, suck it up. You know, and so for me, I've just been trying to be in touch with every emotion of mine that I may feel. You know, anger. You know, if I gotta cry, whatever it is, I allow myself to feel it. So in 2021, I just want to make sure that my mental health is being taken care of at all time high.
Amen.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here at YSO, first and foremost, of course, we want to extend our condolences for you losing your mother, but also, you know what I mean, allowing us ourselves to empathize and keep you in our prayers, you know, keep you close in the clutches, and understanding that, you know what I mean, just as you said, your mental health got to be first and foremost for you. You know, we support you in that and understand, you know, exactly what that means, you know, and how that can and should supersede all of the superficial, you know, whether it's, you know, career or you know, whatever relationships, whatever you can think of. Like, when you're not right in the mentals, when you're not right in your spirit, especially in seasons of grief, especially in seasons of massive change, all of that other stuff just seems so gray, it seems so dull, it seems so unimportant, and it is. So, you know what I mean, here at YSO, you know, we highlight and we emphasize that, and we understand that. So once again, we extend all of our support and our love for you going into 2021, you know what I mean, and keeping your footings, and, you know what I mean, as Marshawn Lynch said, you know what I mean, keeping your mentals.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Deal with
over.
You got a message from your other mom, Mark. There's Buckmire says, "Hi, Mark, my son from another mother."
Hey, Mark.
So we want to thank you for coming through. We got the Mako girls in the studios. We're gonna bring them in. And thanks, Mark. Have Merry Christmas.
Appreciate you.
We're praying for you. We love you. You always have a welcome spot here, coming back on to the YSO podcast to show us love, and just come kick it with us. Just let us know when you want to come back. And Happy New Year. Stay safe. And yeah, stay connected.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You know, I'm gonna holler at you soon.
Thank y'all so much, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Everybody stay safe and stay blessed, man.
Yes.
Peace. I'm probably gonna be with you. My team was so fascinated. You want to bring them back on?
Yeah, sure. So as my mom said, you know what I mean, we got another previous guest, or guests, I should say. We had them on another one of our Young and Black in America episodes, talking about the industry, specifically the music industry, and how, you know, maneuvering being young and black, and not only that, but young black women in that industry. Known these phenomenal young talents for many years now. I can't even really count how many, nor do I remember how we met. I guess just at an event sometime, someday. But been locked in ever since then, supporting and showing love to one another. So, you know, we want to welcome back to the YSO podcast, Keena, Mimi, and Anai, the Mako girls. I say Keena.
How y'all doing?
We're good. How are you?
Say that one more time.
I said, we're good. How are you?
We're doing well.
Yeah. We doing.
I really love the continuity. I love it.
Y'all think y'all are triplets?
No, we're trying to get people to stop thinking that. That's been the talk all year.
The Christmas hat would differentiate me from the rest of them.
The hair is not helping. We're trying.
Sorry, the volume was a little low. Y'all might need to try a little harder. Because it's too easy.
I just need to cut off.
No.
Much better. Hey, hold on. You know Beyonce, cuz? I know y'all see that Ivy Park. I know y'all see that. Am I not tripping?
Ivy Park, you know.
Bought it.
Queen B.
Nah, that's for free. She said a box. She said a box. I know.
If they got a box and didn't do a whole unboxing, I'm kind of.
Oh, this is from. I don't even know when I got this. This was a while back. I'm ready to get new stuff too, though.
Oh, that's not the new drop?
Nah, this is not the new drop. We ain't there. Yeah, this is. Park is out of the park.
Say what? I was just gonna say, So we got y'all here, you know what I mean? And like I said, y'all was talking about the music industry. So that was mad months ago, you know what I mean? As we know, if there's anything we know about our industry is that it don't stay stagnant for much of anything or anyone. So update the people on just what's new with the Mako girls, you know what I mean? How the second half of 2020 has been for y'all personally and of course as a group. You know what I mean? Just delve into, you know, what's on the horizon, what y'all have been up to, you feel?
Oh, where do we begin?
Right, where we begin?
The beginning.
Like I said, these last couple of weeks, we've honestly been busy. We want to shout out our YouTube channel, official Mako Girls. Go ahead and watch our 12 Days of Christmas with Mako. Working on that for a long time. And overall, we just been busy with
I think the second half, because we did it kind of in the beginning. So second half we signed with Sun and Sky Entertainment. So we've been working.
Okay. Let's some W's in the chat real quick. In the chat.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we went to Miami, went to the Squad House, got to meet some other influencers, and
we dropped our single Ready. Well, the music video
and the single Ready also. And other things, our TikTok following has grown almost to 500,000. So we lit on there.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw, you know, I follow all y'all. Well, no, I don't follow you on Instagram. I need to get y'all app. I do follow y'all on Instagram, and I be seeing y'all stories and stuff. And I had went, you know, looked up your TikTok on TikTok. You know how Instagram has reels now, but it's not like reels. It's just people uploading TikToks from TikToks. And so I went and I looked and I was like, yo, this is crazy because I know these people, but they're famous.
That's what I asked me, I guess if you consider us famous, but yeah, it's doing good on TikTok.
Got spotted once at a Lowe's, and that little I think that's what clicked for me.
At Lowe's,
That's
are y'all
that's
girls?
If you can't go to Lowe's and not get spotted, that's how you know you reached the level of fame.
Just walk through tomorrow. Walk through Cool Crest tomorrow and tell me how many people stop. How many kids? Oh my God!
Yeah, so also been doing. We are working with ATLA with the boot camp for artist development again because we got some more music dropping in the beginning of next year. So we're preparing
for it.
Yeah, I think also dropping Leverage is gonna be dropping the 15th of January. So y'all be on the lookout for that. We working for that.
New single.
2021 gonna be epic.
But we're working now because you got to start now. So when it comes, we're already ready.
Everything is step.
Yeah.
As a mother manager myself, I want to salute the team behind. I want to salute the team behind all of this fabulousness that we see. Mr. Michael Mako Ochoa, excuse me, Mr. Michael Ochoa and Mrs. Nikki Ochoa, who are the managers of the Mako girls, and they're my brother and sister. Love them. And drop them a line like, look, we need the girls come through, and I want to thank you guys for coming through tonight. I asked them if he had anything that he wanted us to show, a video or anything. So set us up for what we're about to show for you guys.
You guys are about to see a clip of our music video for our single Ready. So if you guys have not checked it out, go check it out. We also are on a YouTube playlist with our single Ready, so it's been lit. Go ahead and watch it. We've been a little famous lately, so check it out.
A little.
All right, here we go.
Now that's flames. Play that again.
Yo, he said play that again.
Play it one more time.
I think we do need to play that again. One more again.
I'm trying to see the dance back.
Come on. Y'all ready out there? Y'all ready out there?
I'm a bomb, Flex.
Y'all ready? And my CDJ boys, get ready, come ready. Well, here comes Ready. Flames.
That's fire.
Yes, sir.
Flames.
Now I remember when we were in the, where were we at? It was one of my aunt's award shows and y'all performed.
Mm-hmm.
And just to see the growth in the sound, yeah, it was deep.
I was about to say, that
It
had
was
to be that.
deeper though.
Because the only award shows you did was at Decca, right?
It was another.
And then one. No, she didn't.
It's the one where she honors Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
at
the
the
joint
green.
at
That was a Green Cross.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
So
no, I
to
remember
see
that one.
y'all grow from there to now, like it's crazy because that song, that just from that snippet, like that's something I would, if I didn't know y'all, that was something, and I heard that, I'd be like, yo, this is fire. Like, and then with the video and the visuals, like that's
It's amazing. So
that's crazy.
One thing. Oh, my
That's
fault.
crazy.
I didn't mean to cut.
Who was that hitting that note on the night part? Wasn't it
On the hook.
that? Who was that?
We all have to take one.
Yeah, we all have our own chorus in this song. So Keena has the first one, Mimi has the second, and I have the last one.
Yeah, so we're all building out that note. But
I don't know which. I don't know which one we just heard.
Y'all was hitting them notes. In the harmony too? Did y'all hear the?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
You know I heard. You know I be dissecting everything.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Your dad is in the comments. Thank you, my brother, Mr. Ochoa. Listen, when y'all get up there, don't be trying to act like you don't remember who I am when I ring your line. I was able to just pick up the phone and call my brother. Can y'all come through tonight? Listen, I know it's gonna get to the point where we might not be like that, but be able to get y'all right away. But I want to thank my brother and my sister, Queen Nikki Ochoa, for always, no matter how far you guys go, always remembering that we came up together. I mean, you guys were like performing on stages together, and I'm so glad to, it's just amazing to see. Even when we did the last Glow Party,
right?
That intro, man, when y'all was in those 3 windows, like that intro was fire. And that's the one where Saint Even came out as a special guest and did get hype.
Yeah, Mad Hype. We got
Mad Hype.
Out. See.
Yeah, that's a fire song too.
Yeah, we were supposed to release it like that was gonna be a soundtrack. Like we was gonna do like the Carnival Glow Party soundtrack and just be releasing songs. And like we was thinking like every year if we have an artist on the show, they'll do a song with us and that'll be a part of the soundtrack. So that was supposed to go out the same time as the Glow Party for this year. So we're trying to like make sure we still get that song out there because whenever we perform, that's definitely like one of the songs we perform, and we still do Saint Even part. So
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what has y'all talked about 2020 already, and you talked about some stuff that you got coming up. If you have to talk about the grind, for a little while with young ladies that's looking to y'all, even young gentlemen that's looking to seeing how you have grown on first you grew on Instagram, your number started growing, now you are off the charts in TikTok. Tell us some of the disciplines that you guys had to put in place to be able to continue that grind, not just work-wise, but lifestyle-wise in dealing with the wholesomeness of your family. So tell us a little bit about that.
Right. I think with the preparing to be like on social media and being artists and being in the entertainment like industry at all, you just have to I would say we had to learn to prioritize and kind of figure out what will work out best for us, because we have to put out content like every day of the week, all the time. So what we started doing was like putting content, like making days just to make content, because family time was really important to us. So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to take days where we just make content all day so that way we can release it. Like the demand and the consistency of putting stuff out there for people to see,
like
it's
a lot of work and a lot of hours that go into even like it can be a simple 30-second video, but like the preparation behind it. And
Come on, talk about it.
They're like, it takes so long to get that
Yeah.
done, and I don't think people understand that. Like, there's a lot of time and effort that has to go into doing just social media in general, making sure that the lighting, the time you post, the caption, everything behind it is so important, and every little detail really matters.
And I feel like all of this, like all of the things for every social media account is still working towards even the bigger picture, because people still have to remember we are still artists. So all of this is just to be able to grow our fan base, and they can see us in a different light on each platform. So it's a lot of hard work, but we're trying to make sure we grow dedicated fans and just using every platform to our benefit, and just, you know, working really hard with it every day. That's really what we are still learning, is consistency. Like, if you ever want to be in it, you just have to know you got to keep going, keep doing it. Even if you stop, even if you stop, because I tell you, we have moments where it just, you know, we fall back and then we have to jump back in there, but don't stop. It's literally
keep going,
consistency.
And then also like having fun with it. Cause I know for us, when we like practice and stuff like that, whenever we like have a dance move that's a little complicated, we'll try to make something up like, oh, step left, step right, and then slide, something like that.
Get fun.
To make it fun, or to like play around and practice a little bit, where it's not like distracting us from what we have to do, but it's like entertaining us for the while we're still like pushing and struggling to like get it
right. Yeah, we usually try to make it fun, make songs out of things, just enjoying what we're doing, even when it starts to get tough.
Absolutely. I definitely admire that. Being an artist and a producer and an engineer, I definitely understand the hours it takes to be good at any one of those phases. And I'm really happy that you all are like enjoying the process, because so many times in anything that people want to be successful in, like whether it's a sport, whether it's scholastics, whether it's the arts, whether it's I don't know, coding, whatever it is, there's going to be those hours that you had to put in. Like Clark, like G said, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he was like, oh, this jump shot specifically was the one that took me up to the next level. It's the accumulation of all those little steps that you're taking. And I see that each and every one of you understand that, you know, the work you put in is definitely going to be the result you get. So happy for y'all. Y'all remind me of a group. I think it's like Sarad something. Three sisters. Three sisters, just like them. The three sisters, but they all light skinned. So like,
but three, and now it's two, and we
it's only two now.
It's only two of them now.
Yeah,
I didn't know
who
that.
you're talking about though.
I didn't know that one of them dropped off. But like when I first, like the first thing I was ever introduced to was the video of them dancing. You know what I'm saying? Like, TikTok wasn't invented yet, but like the first time I ever saw them together, they were dancing and doing some sort of, you know what I'm saying, TikTok-esque type thing. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. It's like, I definitely see y'all going places. Have seen y'all.
Oh yeah. Y'all gonna be on BET. Y'all gonna be on the BET carpet next year. Yeah. Y'all gonna be up there. We see you on the award show. We see you performing.
Don't take it personal though.
We see new artists of the year.
If they give you an award away, because they might. You know what I'm saying? We seen that this past year. Respectfully, I love Megan, but you know what I'm saying? She didn't deserve it of a baby. That's all I'm saying. But you know.
But that ain't gonna stop us. That's gonna make us grind even more. Ain't that right, ladies? Listen, we got more people in the green room waiting to come in. We love y'all to life. And we just want to read some of the comments that people were saying about y'all. They were congratulating y'all, saying that the harmony was on point. I lost some of my comments because I came out, but they were saying that the harmony was on point. They were congratulating y'all. Yes, my sister said, yes, love that harmony. That's Pastor Nedra. She said, yes, they did that. We got fire. People sending y'all fire, saying congratulations. Just showing y'all mad love. And you know, y'all know y'all always got a home here at the YSO podcast, and that we love y'all. We love keep sending us the videos. You know, even if you're not a guest, we love to show, you know, people what you got going on, and we continue to show love and stay connected. And we wish you and the family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thanks for taking the time to come hang out with us tonight.
Real quick before y'all
go off, plug all of y'all social medias and everything again, just so in case anybody dropped off, came back in, whatever the case may be, just give all the how y'all can be connected, reached, and what's coming up next and what they should tap in with.
Yes, you guys can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at Mako Girls.
Watch our videos on our YouTube channel, Official Mako Girls.
And you can check out all of our information on our website at
www.makogirls.com.
You can also get our merch on our website as well.
Yes, and go ahead and stream our single Ready out now on Spotify. All platforms, go ahead and stream it.
Yes.
And Mako Girls is spelled MAKOGIRLS.
Notice that's a K, not a C.
Okay, somebody else said the behind the scenes work before the performance is hard work. But you ladies are rocking it out. Great point. So dope. Listen, we love y'all. For real. For real. We love y'all for real. Thanks again for taking the time to come be with us. And we'll see y'all later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Y'all be easy. Stay black season.
They can't.
You can bleach your skin, man.
Do we have another guest in the green room? I see a person, but I don't see. They left. We had a guest in the green room, but we did.
I can't see.
That Fatima was there.
We only know one of them.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to the entire Youth Speak Out team. Thank you.
I know two actually.
So okay, until we have okay, Hannah's trying to come in. So somebody want to bring Hannah in?
Let Hannah bring Hannah in. No, I'm serious. Attitude thing. Let Hannah.
She's laughing back there. I see her. All right, y'all. We coming to the screen. Yes.
And let the people know what's going on next year.
And your
Hello, everybody. So nice to see everybody today. What did you say?
Yeah, that YouTube video you just posted is actually kind of funny.
Yo, put a hood on.
What?
The YouTube video you just posted is actually kind of funny.
Oh, it was? Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. But yeah, let the people know what's going on next year. Let the people know what you're gonna be doing.
So everybody, next year, your girl's gonna be on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Hannah, big dog, gonna be on the podcast. Really giving some tea, giving some info. Really excited, really excited. On the 7th, catch me on the 7th. That's when I'll be there. Yeah, that's what happens next year.
Say that again, Hannah. Come on, girl. Say it like you mean it. Say it with your chest. Come on.
This is Hannah, and I'm going to be on the podcast on the 7th of January. So make sure you stay tuned on the 7th of January.
All right. You heard it here.
You heard it here first. The YSO podcast team is getting a new member. We're expanding to 6, 5. We're expanding to 6.
4. Ashton. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to jug that sweater you got on. Cause it's looking tight. It's looking tight, right? It looks like a Chinese store. I think it's Tennessee. Is it Tennessee?
Yeah. I can't see.
I don't even rock with the walls like that, but Peyton.
My vision's so bad. I feel like I don't have my glasses on right now. I can't see. That's
wow. I see you don't want contacts, do you?
Yes, you do.
Wow.
I got bad vision from her.
Yo, that's so crazy. I'm gonna be the only one who can see without glasses. No, I mean on the pod. You Ashton got glasses. That's why I'm the only one.
So, Hannah, you've been a part of many episodes. What was one that really stuck out to you? What would you say? What was your favorite moment from one of the? What was your favorite episode? And what was one? That's the same question.
Basically,
yeah.
What's your favorite YSO of the year? Yeah,
probably when y'all talked about what was that one we talked about? Talked about sex, other stuff. How parents deal with their child, getting to new things or whatever, getting to things that they don't want their child to get into, but they've gotten into back in the day. Yeah, that's my favorite one, probably. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
For sure. Yeah, that was part 1 of our relationship series.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was one of the ones where we freestyle. Huh? No.
She said,
Oh, it was one of the ones where we freestyle because we had an agenda. We completely went.
I asked the first question, and then it just led to us only talking about that.
Yeah, but that can happen though. Like that's, I feel like when we have episodes like that, it be the best. We just go.
That was definitely one of the most
feeling
organic.
strong about whatever the topic is. You even thought about it. So like, yo, I got something to say.
That's actually one of the episodes.
Me too.
Hannah, is your mother nearby?
Nah, I'm in Florida.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I actually simply citrus.
So
Never
we also asked another
Pastor
question.
Netta
If you
said,
could-
welcome, Hannah.
If you could,
hello.
If you could sum up 2020 in one word, if you would say 2020 is what would you say it was?
Oh. Yeah.
That's it right there. That's how a lot of people are describing it right there.
No, but I think if I had to describe 2020 in one word, it would probably be dang, that's 2 words though. That's crazy. Dang.
We'll say the 2 words.
Okay, it'll probably be dang, I forgot the words. Honestly, if I had to wrap it all up, it would probably be like just I would say maybe manifest. That'll be a word. A lot of things I manifested during 2020 and it happened through all this crazy stuff. But overall, I would say manifest probably.
So you would say that this year was, despite everything that was going on, it was a pretty good year for you?
It was like 50, not even 50-50. Like, it was good and bad. I mean,
We'll talk about some of the highlights of the year because you got a car.
This hasn't been the worst year of my life.
oh yeah, my highlights of the year. You know, I got a car. I was really super excited about that. What else? I started my own business. Started college. What else?
Graduated high school.
Oh, graduated from high school. Yeah, I guess I would say that was a big thing for me. Really made a lot of money moves, you know.
Okay. Where the money resides.
But yeah, that would probably be like the biggest things that really happened 2020 really. Yeah, those are the main things that happened.
What are you looking forward to in 2021?
2021, I am looking forward to making I am manifesting to have all A's come 2021, my next college semester and fall semester coming up, and to make a lot of smart money moves and, you know, basically investing. That's my biggest thing. Investing and doing really good in school. That's my biggest goals for 2021. Yeah.
All right. Got your head on your
Okay.
shoulders.
For sure.
Come through, Hannah.
I'm not worried about neither one of those
Got
things.
to.
Come through, Hannah. We see you.
Got to. So yes, that's how I'm summing up 2020 and 2021. I hope 2021 is great. I hope it's better than 2020.
We all
I
do.
hope it's better.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's going to be.
Okay, we got some guests on the
Thank you.
Like, that's my, like, I have this lurking feeling in the back of my head that we feel like it's gonna get better because of how bad it just got, but
yeah,
we feel like
So
it's
you're
gonna.
thinking
No. I say we feel like it's gonna get better. Like, that's what everybody really wants, but I feel like it's not.
No, I'm saying, but you're thinking
It's gonna get a little worse before it gets better.
I know it can get worse. You know
I
what
think
I'm saying?
in
Like, I know
regards
the
to
world
certain
always get
things,
worse.
but I think for me, another part
What
of
happened?
2020.
I really
was
just
like,
don't trust Joe Biden. That's probably what it is. I don't trust Joe. But then again, I don't trust any president.
But then
the blue ones are like, it's different than the red. Like,
blue ones.
the red be like, yeah, I don't like you, and I'm gonna own that. Like, I don't like a certain part of America, and I'm gonna own that.
that's very new red though.
I mean,
that's
I don't know much about old red.
They haven't been standing in the thick of their racism and classism and sexism. Like, they've been yellow journalism for a long time.
Which makes sense.
Trump really opened the door of like,
But then again, he wasn't a politician.
Proud.
He was like, I'm gonna do what I want in the seat, and that's why they don't like him, even though he does what they say. the same way every other president.
I just hope we do $2,000.
I'm a dependent. I ain't getting Nathan.
Well, Hannah, we want to thank you for coming through and dropping that exclusive on the people.
I needed to.
If you have not heard, Hannah, can you please repeat to those who might have just come through what the news that you dropped on the people tonight, the exclusive that you put out into the atmosphere and the universe tonight?
Yes, again, as I said in the beginning, your girl will be on the podcast, new team member, new add-on to the team. You know, it's gonna get real spicy, real great up in here. Yeah, Hannah, catch me on the 7th of January. The 7th of January, I will be on the podcast, and from the 7th on.
Hannah, thank you. What do you think you're gonna bring to the team? Tell us what you
know. That's a great question. That's a great question. I think that I am going to bring like a lot of transparentness, a lot of speaking from my generation point, like, people that's like not in their 20s yet, like the others. And I think I'm going to bring a lot of, laughter, funniness, and just excitement.
Okay. Okay, and you're going to bring another female view.
Yes, that too. Actually, I am going to give bring another female view because we do have a lot of male views, and I feel like the females need to, be heard out also.
And we got your hoodie waiting for you, girl. You already got your YSO T-shirt, which you actually won at the Youth Speak Out at the World Women's Conference and Award youth event that we had back in September. It was the roundtable talk on COVID-19 awareness for the youth. You were very engaging, and you won one of our T-shirts that day because the YSO team was facilitating that event. And so you got your T-shirt and you got your hoodie. So you got your merch ready for you, girl, to rock it.
I'm pretty packed and ready. Yes, packed and ready.
All right. Okay. So thank you for coming through, and listen, be safe out there. Enjoy your holiday time. Merry Christmas. Stay safe on the road. And Happy New Year. We're looking forward to seeing you in the studio for the next episode.
Mark your calendars.
You know how, watch out for Florida, man.
All right. Thank you, Hannah. We love you.
You're welcome. Love you too.
All right. All right, coming on now is the Why I Care 20 mother and daughter team, the Queen Shawnee D and her daughter Vicky Watson. They're going to be coming on to tell you what they've been up to and how they have worked with the YSO team this year. All right, so welcome to the YSO You Speak Out podcast.
Hello.
Hello, y'all. It's me.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
From YK, Shawnee, and Vicky. Thank you, YSO, for having us on. And y'all rock y'all red hoodies. They all fat.
You see us. You see us.
It's forever neighborhood, but we out.
Yes, you see us. You see us. You see us.
Good. Y'all look good. So Vicky, I'm Shawnee. For those that don't know, I'm Shawnee. I'm mom.
And I'm Vicky Watson. I'm daughter.
Daughter, when the boat tipped over.
No, silly. I was in the water.
Oh, okay. Okay, so all right. So you want to tell them what you got going on?
So I'm 17 years old. I am a writer. I am right now I'm working on a series called Saving Nina, and basically it will be different episodes basically speaking about the youth and what parents might not know what's going on with the youth. There's an episode about teen domestic violence, because that's something some parents don't know about that their child may be going through. There's episodes about bullying. There's episodes about geniuses that's 12 and 13 above their class grades. It's a lot that we want to show society that might not get shown, bad and good things, because the bad things don't get talked about so much as teen wise. It's adults, but they don't think it happens to teens.
So, and just to piggyback on that, because she's being so modest, she's also the director.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nah, that's cold.
Rattle off that resume and them titles.
That's right. That's right. Okay. If
Talk
you
to
did
yourself.
it, put it down.
Okay, let me rephrase. Let me be fancy, y'all. Fancy. Okay, so I'm a writer, I'm a director, and I'm an entrepreneur.
All right. Now. Okay. All right now. That's what I'm talking about. Let them gifts make room for you and bring you before great men.
Yes.
Absolutely. Amen. Absolutely.
We're proud of you, and we tell us a little bit about your the time that you shared with the YSO team back in September.
The COVID event, I basically just share my experience, how it impacted my household and me as an individual. So basically, I was working. I'm 17, so I had got a job at 16. I didn't go back into the work field because I wanted to keep me and my household safe. So if my mom works from home and I'm in and out, I'm like, nah, it's a little too early. I want to follow protocol. Another thing that it affected was, seeing my friends, or gladly, my birthday is in January, so I was able to celebrate it before everything kicked off. But I don't know about this year. It's kind of backwards. The people who didn't celebrate might get to celebrate next year, and then the people who already did get to celebrate might not celebrate in the beginning of the year.
And you got that shirt too. Shout out to Hannah too. Congratulations, Hannah, gonna be on YSO.
Me, Hannah, and my friend Yvonne won a You Speak Out podcast t-shirt for being the most engaged.
Yes, you did. Yes. And you came back and came back on an episode as a guest after that.
Yes.
You and what's the gentleman's name again?
Savon,
right, came as our guest after that that event.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've had an opportunity to engage with the YSO team a couple of times already, and we are so grateful for y'all coming on tonight. Queen Shawnee, what are some of the things that you want to share, with our YSO team? Do you have a favorite episode that you might have seen? Is there anything that you, even if you don't know about the episode, that you have seen from these young people during this time of pandemic that you can share with them to encourage them from what's done for you?
I sure can. Having the platform available, having the outlet, and having somewhere where our teens and even our adults, because see, even being an adult, we still learn a lot from our youth because times are ever changing. So we got to keep up with what's going on around their lives. So I think I really can't say a favorite. I can say that this is one of my favorite platforms. I can definitely say this is one of my favorite, just the organization, the overall. I mean, to see mom and son rocking together and the extended family, so I've gotten the opportunity to meet some great people through YSO too. I want to say that. You guys have referred some great people to me for the things that we have going on with the projects and things. So shout out to El Terrell. He was one of them. I appreciate that plug.
Awesome.
It's just you guys, you are setting the tone for the new year by having this event even tonight, taking us on into the new year with that positive energy. Like I said, y'all look good. You sound good, and what you're putting out into the atmosphere, the energy. Our kids need that. So, and us parents too, adults too. We learn a lot from you. So I don't have a favorite. I love what y'all doing. Y'all keep rocking it out, and maybe more to come.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you know what? The thing is that Why I Care 20, the things that you guys are doing, the domestic violence, the teen dating violence, all of that stuff, that's close to my heart. From Pain to Purpose and the Healing Pain Through the Arts, which from with You Speak Out podcast is under the umbrella of that, our youth program Healing Pain Through the Arts, where we use the arts as a cathartic tool. So we are like aligned in a lot that we do. So I'm looking forward to my walk-on cameo.
Absolutely.
I'm coming through. The YSL podcast team might come
We
through.
just don't know. We have like a very special one for you. Like we can't. It's some stuff we can't even talk about or tell you. But there is a very special scene in Rover. Just know that. That's all I can say.
My Lord, we the team might have to roll through and just come and just, you know.
Absolutely. YSO better show up. Come through.
Yes, be on film, be in the documentary, be on film, because they're going to be going on networks and all that good stuff, right?
Hey, you know it. Listen, it's pitch season. We coming. Believe me, the series, we are coming.
Oh, yeah, and if you need some music, you know, we got artists sitting right here.
Exactly. You know, I got a date I'm going to send to you. I'm going to send you a date, and I want YSO to be there. Absolutely.
All right. Yes. Collabs happening right here on the YSO Merry Christmas, Friends and Family Appreciation episode.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We love you. Wait, Shawnee. Queen Shawnee, we cannot close with your session, your time on screen without talking about the WWCA. We are WWCA sisters.
We are. And WWCA, let me just say this real quick. I am so thankful that I'm a part of that organization. I think I am WWCA, you know what I mean? Because it's like we are there to empower, encourage, and uplift women and children across the world, across the globe. So this thing is huge. Yes. So to be a part of an international, global platform such as WWCA, it speaks volumes, and it's going to be so much more in 2021. We got a little dip because of COVID, but just know these platforms like Youth Speak Out podcast, WWCA, Why I Care 20, Healing Through the all of these different platforms, we still made sure that we were present through COVID, because there are so many people that needed each and every one of these platforms. So and I shout out our sister, our president, our chapter president for the ATL chapter, Lakeisha James.
Yes.
Amazing.
And our
woman.
founder,
Amazing. We have a really strong sisterhood in WWCA, and I look forward to so much more. You know, we got a lot going on with that. So
yes, for those who may not know what WWCA is, that's the World Women's Conference and Awards global organization that we're part of the Atlanta chapter. So just wanted to make sure we bring that up before you leave. So thank you for the love. We feel the love. We send it right back. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity on your platform. You guys have always done great, and we look forward to working with you guys.
Yes.
And can we
definitely
plug our website too? Can we say where they can find?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Let's tell the people. But whyicare20.com. Hop on over, check us out, see what we have. Sign up, volunteer. We always could use extra help to make a difference, because you know why? There is no I in team. I don't care how you try to spell it, it will not work. So it takes all of us.
That's right.
And we love you.
Yeah, check them out too, because they got some castings coming up, y'all.
Yes.
So if you're up and coming actor,
absolutely
check them out for castings.
If you like acting, singing, dancing, if you want to be an extra, anything, an extra Uber driver, whatever you want
to do. Listen, changing lives and building dreams. That's what we're about.
Amen.
Thank you again, YSO.
Thank you.
I love you. Merry
love
Christmas
you.
to you all.
All right. Christmas. Be blessed. Woo! That was good.
We just had like 999 guests in the room.
Yes, we have. We blazing it tonight. We blazing it. This is how we do though. YSO, you know, we do it different. We snacking and stuff tonight, but we just keeping it all the way real. And tonight was about showing love to our friends and family and our supporters that have held us down and that have been there for us, even if they only came through for one episode or no episodes. You know, they still were welcome to come through tonight and let us know, because they see us on social media, even if they haven't, heard the episode or been here. They've seen our stuff on social media, so they would know, about who we are. So we just wanted to open it up to whoever wanted to come through and just show love tonight. and continue to keep the show moving, because it's all about showing love and just enjoying this Christmas spirit, because a lot of people are not, like you said, in the Christmas spirit. So we want to emulate that out to the atmosphere and send you nothing. Our last 2 shows was what? No titles, just vibes, right? So we trying to just put some good vibes out there tonight. So
that's a fact. Now, we've asked this question of a lot of our guests, but we haven't really talked about it ourselves as hosts. What's your favorite YSO moment for the year? I won't ask a particular episode, but of 2020, looking back on, all of these months, and like my mom said, we really only missed 1 episode, so it's a lot to choose from, a lot of consistency. What's, maybe not one, because for us, they're a lot more personal and close, but maybe give just a few, a little handful, if you will, of what your favorite moments this year has been for us as a podcast.
I'm trying to remember, like, something when we all just died laughing.
Laughter.
some of our virtual, I know our chemistry in the studio is really off the chain. Everybody couldn't wait to get back in the studio when we were virtual.
Nah.
But we had some dope virtual live stream episodes.
We were talking about, I think it was an episode that had to do with like older people and how like they view young people.
That was right here.
And what's his name? Whatever, I don't know the guy's name.
That called in.
Yeah, they called in and like threw everybody off, because he was just like, what are you talking about? Because he wasn't like, it wasn't that what he was trying to say, like we all got, but he wasn't listening to us. And like I think that was like a prime example of like exactly what we were talking about. Like at the time, at the moment, like we were like saying that, yeah, like okay, I get what you're saying, but the reason why you're saying this, it has nothing to do with the original question.
But what it came down to in the end, everybody really was saying the same thing,
right?
In different ways.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, yeah. But after listening to him for a while, we're like, okay, we get. Okay,
but that's why this platform is so important, because it gives you guys the ability to be able to. I watched the episode. I didn't even know it was out there. It was a little snippet of what when you got interviewed at by Wanda D. Hollis at the World Women Conference and Award. You talked a little bit about what we do here and what YSO does and what you stand for. You probably wouldn't, but it was a snippet. It was an interview she did with you, but you were talking about the You Speak Out podcast and what it is that you guys do here. You're providing a platform. We're providing a platform for the young people to bring their ideas, their concerns, whatever it is that's on their heart and mind about whatever it is that is going on in the world, even if it's not affecting you personally, but what happens in the world can trickle down to you. And even if it doesn't, people that may be dealing with some of these issues. So it was just a great breakdown of why this platform is so viable. And a lot of times we get caught up in the numbers and how many people are looking at us and how many people with views, and you want to have the most views and all, but you know what, the content is out there and it's on YouTube. People can go see it, people can check it out, and we want to be able to. People have been really, I salute you guys, because the You Speak Out podcast has become a viable media source and resource for media and entertainment on this platform. Yeah, we have people that are interested in possibly bringing us onto other platforms and things like that to be able to make some money and stuff like that. But there's a lot of opportunities that lie ahead, and even when we was going to the event and Christian said we going outside, and Emmanuel said we touching the streets. Those opportunities in 2021 are going to be coming as well.
Can't wait.
Yes. So,
but a favorite moment?
I think I got a few. For sure, for me, it's been mentioned multiple times, but our relationships, our first episode on relationships, it just was, I think, a great example of not only us communicating things for our generation, but also a moment where there's a real bridging of the gap. Not just between our generation and the older generation, but even we spoke about how to move forward and recognize for the next generation. And I think it was also a time where we could tear down the veil and have a very low stakes conversation about a very high stakes subject matter. And I think a lot of times, like, you know, when things are such high stakes subjects, then everyone feels like every conversation about them has to carry those same stakes. Sometimes you can just get vulnerable without all of the tension and the pressure. I think we did that perfectly that episode. I don't remember which part of Our Young and Black in America it was, but it was one of the parts where we all kind of just spoke about where, like, how we felt personally about everything that was happening, and it was just an overall like tiredness. Yeah, and not even of the movement, but just like somebody was dying every week.
Before we could even get to talk about one,
another
somebody
we would have, you know, we was doing episodes every 2 weeks, and we'd have, you know, something would happen, we have in our mind, okay, we're clearly gonna talk about this, and then 2-3 more happen, and I was like, we have to talk about
across the nation a few months ago.
Worldwide, not just across that, worldwide.
Definitely right.
About Black Lives Matter, like that was major. The mental health episode definitely, and then I feel like we've towards the end of the year, with us moving into kind of almost a semi-new format where we like not as much question based but more subject based, and I think just doing that switch like really helped us tap into a lot more conversational flow and just a lot more fun. I think sometimes, you know, it's work to be the host of a podcast. Anyone who's on a podcast and isn't doing work is then probably in a bad podcast. And so it's work, but there should be joy and should be fun. And I think we tapped into something that could let us know no matter what we're talking about consistently, we can have fun.
This is gonna be those times where, like, me especially, while I bring up a random question and we'll just go on a tangent on that random question and then forget what we was talking about before, and then we're like, oh, we got to get back to whatever we was talking about.
And all of us are always ready to like throw an occasional joke in, just to loosen up the tension.
Definitely was good. Like, jokes is gonna be told. Like that one time we was talking about kids, but we all three of us got inside joke. I think that might be one of my favorite moments.
I was thinking of that, but I was like, I don't know if they remember that. Like off the top of the
head. I remember it. Because we all knew what I was talking about. But definitely the relationship. Was it relationship? What was it called?
I don't remember what we were talking, like what the name of it was.
Definitely that one. And then the Young Black in America. We had a whole bunch of parts of that.
That was my favorite moment. But like my favorite episodes have to be the mental health episode. Because didn't we have a guest that episode? And we got like she kind of like kicked it real cool. And the Young Black in America, because we got to express like what we understand and what we don't like about the system that we currently have. And the fact that like one thing, like I'll never forget like how you broke down like what people mean when they say defund the police, and like, or even the fact that you was like, forget defunding them, let's just take the tree out, because no matter how you hack at it, it's still got the same roots. You know what I mean? And like today, my aunt brought up something talking about how there's a man in Ohio walking into his home. A police officer thought he was suspicious. His key was in the door, and he still shot at him. And that man eventually died in his kitchen, where his grandmother and his younger sibling or a young child saw him. And you know what I mean?
I heard the child saying in the background, but he didn't do nothing. But he didn't do nothing.
And stuff like that. Like there was I saw a clip of something like out of Kelly, Texas, I think. There was a cop pulled over this young man, and he asked him, why did you roll your window up when you drove by with the meter? But wait, he said when you drove by, it was down. Why'd you roll it up? And he's like, what do you mean? I was just riding. And he was like, the cop was trying to explain to him, like, okay, so that's suspicious to me. So I'm going to approach this car under the pretense that something is happening suspiciously, which is like, You chose to do that. All I did was roll my window up. It has one of two functions. It goes up or down. So if it's down,
I
it can
saw
always go
that.
back up.
I saw that. Yeah.
And then the worst, that wasn't even the worst part. He pulls him out the car. He's like, all right, step out the car.
Yep.
Put your hands behind your back. Dude's compliant. His dad comes down the street, sees him, stops, starts recording. He's like, I'm gonna arrest you too for stopping traffic. And he's like, either get out of your car, or either park and get out, or keep going. So he parks and he gets out, standing on the opposite side of the street. He calls backup. Backup shows up. He's like, all right, just watch him. He's like, for what? I'm not doing anything. I'm doing what you just told me to do. And then he was like, matter of fact, arrest him. So now both the son and the father are going to jail for what? But like if the father's just like, no, there's no way you can, like, because there's no legal reason. Exactly. That's resisting arrest. And it's like they can
sue after the fact because he has no.
But the point is, I should have never been processed. I should have never been taken in because there was no reason for you in the first place. And if I do sue,
up my window.
yeah, and even if I do sue, there's no guarantee that the judge in place or whoever it is going to rule in my favor. Exactly. And it's like that is the problem. They give people who 9 times out of 10 weren't the most socially adept people growing up literal power, like not a I can fire you or you like won't be eaten type of power, like a power to literally take you off of the street and take your freedom away.
Exactly.
Like all your life.
Did you see how that cop was on the father? And the father was a big dude.
Yeah, father was a big dude.
The cop's whole entire body was on that dude.
And it's like it's like a dominance thing. Like, bro, why are you aggressive? I can put my hands behind my back without you trying to wrestle me. You know what I mean? And then they try to make it seem like we're doing something.
Yeah,
like, bro, you aggressively grabbing on me, like
they have their whole weight on you and say turn over. How? He shot the dude and say he's telling him turn over. You shot him. And wherever you shot him at, the wound obviously killed him because he died. So it's still happening.
And we only see, and that's what we see. You know what I'm saying? They released that body cam footage. I don't know how long they had it, but they released that body cam footage. You know what I'm saying? It's like the issue has always been with the system, and the system empowers people who like take advantage of it.
I think it's wild when apologists or straight up racists or whoever always trying to make it seem like it's a bad apple situation, right? Like all of this is isolated incidents, and especially because that same luxury and same benefit is not afforded to Black people. If I am Black and I am a criminal, I am a representative of the widespread problem that Black people are criminals or genetically adept to crime or whatever excuse you make. But if the cops kill me or cops kill us, those are all isolated incidents. It's for packaging.
Yeah,
they have to travel and transport. If you don't make it tight, they're gonna be all over the place. You know, then those are all, well, that cop is a bad cop. But it's like, you don't even hear yourself.
Exactly.
There's a bad cop on every force, right, in every city, in every county, in every district, all over this nation. Or is it a lot more likely that being a police officer is a job that is intrinsically designed, because it is a part of a system that has been intrinsically designed and made for the simple purpose of the destruction of Black people? Like that makes way more sense for explaining why this is universal.
And actually that job hasn't changed, because the 13th Amendment says if you're convicted of a crime, then technically you're a slave. The 13th Amendment says slavery is abolished unless you are convicted of a crime. So they're still doing their job. They're still going around catching slaves. You know what I'm saying? It's just at this point, the line between, you feel me, who you are in a criminal act, or you doing anything and them seeing it as a criminal act, or just saying it's a criminal act. Like the dude all he did was stop his car. And he said, I'm going to arrest you for blocking the street. He's not blocking the street. He just stopped his car for 2 seconds. And then did what he told him to do and still got arrested. So I want to know, like, what can we do besides get rid of the system? Because the system is still operating in the same capacity. Because it's all about money. Costs $1,100 to put a head in a bed or something. I really don't think it's $1,100. I think it's a lot more. It might not be. But I remember watching Orange is the New Black, and the warden went to a meeting, and he looked at him and was like, do you know how much it costs to put a head in bed? It costs $100 to put a head in the bed. And I was like, what? Mm-hmm. That's why they do it like they do. That's why mass incarceration is a thing. They get paid. Ridiculous. Yeah, we done switched.
With that being said, you know what I mean? We've asked this of our guests, but you know what I mean? Let's just really rap about, like, 2020 has been what it's been, but we only really got a week and some change of it left. Man. 2021 is coming. On a personal note, when it comes to the podcast, and then in general for like our nation, for the world, what are you really looking forward to or looking for in 2021? Or what do you anticipate? Either one.
Like goals or like
anything, like just whether it's goals, what do you think it'll look like, feel like what you want or what you just think will occur, but specifically how, like, what, like, speak for yourself as a person, speak on behalf of like what you want or what you see for the podcast, for YSO, and then just in general across the board.
Well, I feel like for YSO, with the addition of a team member, we're going to be forced into like creative brainstorming almost, because we're going to be like, okay, how can we make the setup more accommodated to the fact that we have 6 people? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And how do we set it up to where everybody gets the, you know what I'm saying, everybody's lane is highlighted in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, you feel me? And that's you know, like how the Mako girls were talking about, that's a part of the grind. You know what I mean? Like that's the little steps that we're taking. You feel me? Personally, I am expecting to do the work I'm going to be putting in to be living off of the music I make and the beats that I sell. That's what I expect from myself, because that's what I want to do with my life anyway. So that has got to happen at some point. Otherwise, maybe I need to choose a different career. But, you know, God didn't give me these gifts for no reason. So and I don't have a cousin who can rap like the best rapper that you can think of. Think of that, and then like add 10. That's him, more than likely. You feel me? Be real with you. So there's that. And it's like, for me, I feel like, you know, all of us are believers. And one thing I have been like trying to get myself to understand is Bible times have not technically stopped, because the Bible prophesies to the end. You know what I mean? So we're living in a time in which we're like starting to see, like I'm almost positive we're in the time right before the beginning of the end. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense, right before like that domino is pushed, and whatever plan that Satan got is finna hatch out. You know what I'm saying? Right, we're living in that time. So like, I don't know. I hope I'm not alive to see Jesus return. I don't want to be. You feel me? Because that's gonna be fast. It's gonna be a weird time. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool, but like, yeah, like right. If I had to choose, I would rather be up there already. Like, yo, when you go down there? Than rather be like, yo, when you coming to get us? Because I don't know. But yeah, that's interesting. I always wanted to be one of the people that was caught up. What? No, sir. I'm straight. I want to come down with. I wouldn't even know. Be on the horse if I was.
I've always felt like this, and I feel like this every time I hear a loud, like a horn instrument. I'm like, this is a little too loud.
I did like I don't even know how to do that. If I heard it, and I'm like,
this is definitely that's loud enough for the whole world.
Oh, that's a truck. I would lose my mind.
I'd much rather just go.
Yeah. Ooh, weird. That's.
You start hearing crackles. You look up.
Where two gonna be in the bed, one's gonna go up, the other one's gonna stay here.
And then that's just too intense.
Right.
For a moment, like it's folks.
Because I don't want to see nobody going up. Because I want to be doing the going up.
Right.
So if I'm seeing, on the left behind tip, I look on the flight and there's a pile of clothes next to me. That means that I'm not a pile of clothes. Like, oh snap. We don't even want. I'm cool.
All of a sudden.
Oh, play.
Oh, that's different. Well, please, all the pilots. Facts beats.
That's different. That's different.
All the pilots not be Christian.
Oh no, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right.
Nah, they need to stay.
Because don't let no flights go up.
Just don't stop falling.
That's disrespectful.
I'm gonna be with Jesus. I don't know. No, I'm gonna be with Jesus. I wouldn't be here.
Exactly. What you mean? Why are you asking if anybody on the plane knows how to
Can I tell y'all how flames these freaking hoodies look?
Yeah, look red. I'm definitely
Really
a lot of red.
But to answer your question, for me, I just want to I'm ready for. I was telling my mom, I'm ready for my next. Like whatever my next is, I'm just ready to step into that.
Mm-hmm.
For the podcast, I'm excited. We have Hannah coming along because she's very creative with her YouTube channel, and I feel like just for our YouTube and our visuals should be able to help us out a lot, like graphic wise and things such as that. And I always think like there'll always be things to talk about content wise, and then all of us are just so creative anyway. So the
world will give us the time.
Yeah, well, the content will create itself. It's just what we do with it and how we go about talking about it. But
and present
the podcast, I'm definitely excited for 2021 to see what happens next for us, with the next levels and the next steps that we take to get to that next level. And as far as the world goes, I'm just hoping we get this 2K instead of that 600.
I'm with you on that one.
I get something.
I'm with you on it, but the Republicans, they have vetoed against that.
They was vetoing the 600, but they capped it since 2000, so maybe they'll follow the suit behind them.
Joe, do I hear 5?
Facts. You got you can't let the orange man win.
Gotta one up them because then they're gonna be like, we're counting votes again.
These niggas is ignorant. Exactly. They see the 2 stacks, they'll start. Oh no, I'll recant my vote. They can't even do that.
Ooh, wait, look what the money maker.
Dude, that's offending. Nah. Okay, so I'm gonna do it in reverse order actually, like how I presented it. So first things first, in general, just for the word of our nation. I don't know. When it comes to the pandemic, I really don't know what the after is even supposed to look or feel like. I don't know, bro. Like, I was talking to a coworker and I was saying like, the vaccines is hitting the streets. And I think when Biden comes in, he's going to shut the nation down. He's going to do the things that, more socialist nations did, like, suspending, or maybe not suspending, but adding some type of relief or aid for rent and mortgage and things of that nature, so that we can actually shut down for probably at least a month, maybe a month and some change, month and a half, maybe 2. And I think
doctors say that's all it takes.
Yeah. And I think those 2 things combined will lead to, it being a lot more controlled. But I still don't know, like, it's a measure of like, do we still, all right, after that phase, if those things happen, do I still go out without my mask? Do I still not, and that's another thing. It's like, is it going to be something we have to deal with every year where it's like, get your flu and your COVID shot now, where every year we're like, you know what I mean? So I don't either, but it's like, it's interesting. So I don't know when it comes to the pandemic, what to expect or anticipate, but I know one thing I'm really praying for 2021, man, is that we lose a lot less celebrities in public figures.
Oh man,
we lose a lot every year because that's just life. Death comes, it's going to hit people. But it felt like this year we never were able to even. I feel like we weren't even given the chances to mourn the people who just passed. Yeah. And so much of it in ways that are premature, or you know what I mean. Like there are people who, when they pass in their celebrity, they're older.
So it makes more sense. It's understood. It's like, okay, even like though Alex Trebek like hurt me so much, at least we can say Alex lived a full life to a degree, even though he still lost a battle to a disease, and so it still felt like he was taken too early. But when you look at so many of the young artists, especially in hip hop that we've lost, you look at Kobe and Gigi, you look at Chadwick Boseman. I mean, you can go on and on and on, man. It really just felt like there was never a time to mourn, and it was always so much. It felt like public mourning, especially as Black people, that it was hard for us to do any of the private and personal mourning that we had to do for people we might have lost in our own personal lives, because it's like this overall grievance that's within the culture while you may be going through whatever you're going through. And so I just ask and hope for that in that regard. 2021 is easier on us, on our icons, our legends, and just our young, our talent and the people we look towards. When it comes to for the podcast, for me, I really feel like, this year was a lot of me like really formulating like a passion for podcasting. Podcasting was always something that I like thought could be something for me to do, and I had ideas for my own podcast before, only because I genuinely feel like not only could I be great at it, but that I could, I was like, I could be of service in it. Because I can be good at it, but would I be of any service? Like really matter. If people come to provide anything, that was good right there. And so this year I really felt like, like in YSO, I was able, and we were able to find a footing in that regard. So next year I'm just looking for growth and expansion. We have Hannah coming in. We have ideas for, things we want to do to really, change up things when it comes to setup and just so many different things that we really want to start implementing. And then I just think, I think this year we found our flow and we found our voice. I think next year we have to find our footing and then make our foot in the sand and make our print. And so that's what I'm looking for YSO. And for myself, on a personal note, this year for me, amidst all of the stuff that was going on, I know that I'm going to look back, and 2020 is going to be one of the most important and formative years when it comes to me and my growth as a man and my character and just everything when it comes to myself. I went through so much on a personal gradient when it comes to growth in this year. And I just look for that to continue. But one thing I'm really looking for is for 2021, and I know it's not just like, it's 2021, I'm going to find the answer to this. This is something that I'm going to work on and probably deal with for all of my life. But removing fear's hold on me and my living, especially when it comes to my gifts and my passion. We're I'm very much one of those creatives who, like G. Clark said, anyone who knows me knows you cannot judge me harder than I judge myself. Yeah. Not just when it comes to my craft, but even just as a person and as a man. I am my worst critic. I am my number one. Like, the man in the mirror is the toughest on me than any single entity could ever be. Maybe short of God, but even he, I think, gives me more grace, mercy, and forgiveness than I give myself. And for me, that manifests itself a lot in so much being focused on the greatness that I know that I have and can be and want to create and be a part of, having that be such a thing for me that I end up not doing, not moving, not pulling the trigger, and not, trusting myself. And I think 2021 is a year where I really look to trust myself a lot more, especially when it comes to my passions and my gifts, and to remove fear's stronghold and grip on my life and just how I live it and how I maneuver through life. That's what I'm looking for personally. And you guys will be here to see if that ever happens.
I know next time. What you just said resonated with me like a lot, because of the fact that personally, I feel like for the past couple of months, I have noticed the fact that certain things aren't happening because I'm not moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is like laid everything out
but it's on the other side of this first step, and I have yet to take that first step. Just you know, just
had a conversation
walking
about
into that, you know what I'm
very
saying,
thing.
will end up being what leads me down the path, you know what I'm saying, that takes me to where I'm gonna go. But because of the fact that I would compare myself to what I hear, compare like my level of expertise to people who obviously I should not be comparing myself to, because it's no telling how much work they have put in to get to where they're at. And I'm sitting here looking like, well, dang, my stuff don't sound like this. And it's like, well, he probably has done something to make it sound like that. You know what
And
I'm
it's
saying?
even harder when I can speak on this behalf when it comes to you and I. It's even harder when you look up and you feel like you've put in your, as they say, 10,000 hours.
Right.
Like, people think that a lot of, well, who knows what people think, but I know to a degree that people have an understanding of like how I routine life, not understanding how much of my time is dedicated to my crafts and my passions. I don't even consume entertainment like a regular consumer on any level. I don't watch things simply to enjoy watching them.
Yeah.
I'm always, it's a master
Dissecting.
class for me. It has to be in it. And I enjoy that. Like, and so even in the things that seem the mundane, when I listen to music, like not even just working on the craft, just in the way I consume is different. Right. The way I express is different. Even in the way that sometimes even in my thoughts, I'm at work, you know what I mean, doing an escape room, but in my mind, I'm constructing, I'm masterminding, I'm thinking, I'm breaking down, analyzing. And so it's even harder when you feel like I give so much to my craft, I give so much to my passions. So why isn't it X, Y, Z? But it's like, man, as they say, comparison is the thief of joy. Like there's absolutely no regard in seeing yourself and ever aligning that with what anyone else on earth is doing. Like even if you do know the work they're putting in, it still doesn't even. It bears no healthy fruit, like whatsoever. And so that's just another aspect and another tough element. And for me, it's tough, especially when it comes to music, because of the projections that other people put on me. I've had so many like people be like, now in hip hop, the trend is people blowing after not rapping for a long time. And all of the new artists have just started rapping and they're signed. Year, 2 years, you know what I mean? 3 years. And so that minutia, then, my friends who just are, we listen to music, project that to me. Well, you've been rapping all this time, but you got to get on, because he was rapping 21 rapping for 2 years, Baby rapping 4 years. This person did, Young K started rapping. This person did Jay. I'm just like, that's well, good, beautiful, under the stars. First of all, not only is their journey different, it's really hard for me to ever, particularly as someone who's in the game, it's going to be very difficult for me to ever feel like you who sits in the bleachers can dictate to me how I need to be like another player. Right. Like, I'm not them, I'm me. And what's for me will be for me. And more importantly, from where you sit, you can't even understand all of the complexity that can go into simply the fact that this player is here and this player is here. Right. And so it's all work. It's all, confusing. But at the same time, I very seldom doubt that all the things, I have some very big dreams. Not only big dreams, like I have wild dreams and goals. Like I have things that, like, when people ask me them, I only say certain things to other dreamers. Like sometimes, like goals I have when it comes to acting, I only say to not just another actor, someone who I know whose ambitions are as out of this world as me, because they're so large. Just to say them to the average mind would be dwarfed. Yeah, you can't even really understand where. And so, in that regard, it's like I know, even if I don't reach all of those things, I know that I'm doing the right things. I know I'm meant to act. I know I'm meant to write. I know I'm meant to do music. I know that my voice is going to be heard. And so that alleviates some of the pressure. Really, the question is a lot less about if and more about when. And I have to just start accepting that I don't dictate the wins.
Right. Yeah.
None of us do in our lives.
You just gotta be ready for them. Like the work that is put in isn't gonna be like it's going to be like if you put yourself in a position like you be in a room, something happens, and like you just step in and like, oh, I can do this, and they're like, have at it, and from that moment it's like nothing but uphill for you.
One quote I always remember, and you just tweeted it a few days ago. Cole said it.
Boy, your life changing one year.
Man.
What is it?
It's
the sun is shining somewhere. I forgot the first part of that part.
Even if it's dark outside, the sun is shining somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I literally keep that in the back of my mind every day. Keep grinding for your life.
I think it was Nav tweeted something similar to that. He was like, in 100 days your life can change, but if you're just trying to like, the way he put it was like in 100 days your life can change, but if you're just like going day by day, 100 days can pass you by. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not really like focusing and doing stuff each one of those days, you know what I mean? Then it's just 100 days has just gone by, and you didn't put.
This is 100 days where
you're working, and like when you put in when you're working during those days, you're not seeing the change because it's actively happening.
It's like you Clark said, bro. It's not oh man, I made it to the big leagues right here, right now. One day you wake up and you look around and your reality is different, and you just keep having that moment.
Mark Cuban was broke.
Crazy.
And now he
at 30, at that 30, he was broke. Like at 30, you're supposed to be some sort of functioning adult. You feel me?
That's why you can't really stick to these.
Can I say one conspiracy theory before we leave?
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people feel like the Ethiopian Bible. They have their own calendar, and their calendar is 8 years behind ours. So everybody thinks that this year is 2012 for real. But then there's another theory that like a man has came up with the fact that the Gregorian calendar, the one that we have, is 2 years off of the right calendar. Yeah. Which actually makes more sense to me, because if you look at what happened in 2012 and like when everybody was like, oh, nothing happened. But 2 years before 2012, which would have been 2012 if we weren't off by 2 years, that was 2010. In 2010, December 21st, that's crazy. I didn't peep that was the day. But like that was the day that we had like mass die-offs of fish washing up on the beach, birds falling out of the sky. All of that stuff of biblical proportions, like that was all of those newscasts were saying we have thousands of whales washing up and dolphins and other animals washing up on beaches across the world. We have birds falling out of the sky across the world.
I realized it was on the census.
Right, and that was 2010. You know what I'm saying? If that stuff would have happened on December 1st, 2012, everybody's paying attention to something. Right.
Oh, gang has survived it. We outside.
Yo, but nah, that was it. Basically, we're in the wrong year. So we don't know when actual things of prophecy might happen. Basically, they were going up.
I've always been a person who, when it comes to prophecy, I never trust prophecies that come with a date. I've always been that way. I'll just be like, I'm pretty sure if I was I was alive, but like cognizant for Y2J, I'd have been like, can't be. Yeah, there's a date for it. No way. Like I'm just always that way.
Right. But listen, wait for the date to happen and see.
I mean, that was me. I was on Facebook the whole December 21st, 2012, just looking at memes.
Right, and that's the problem. When stuff don't happen, we make jokes.
Like, so, do happen, we make jokes. Well, at least our culture.
Yeah, that's definitely our problem.
That's how we going.
So this is our last show of 2020. We going out with a bang. We had a party up in here. We had special guests in the studio. Special guests on camera. Tonight was a phenomenal. We always recap our shows. So instead of waiting until after the show was over, let's recap tonight's show before we leave.
This show was lit. I think this might be my new favorite show that we've done. We had
should do this every
a lot of guests. Shouts out to who's our first guest? G. Clark. Shouts out to Mark. Shouts out to the Mako girl. Shouts out to Miss Shawnee and Vicky and Hannah, of course. In addition to the YSO podcast. Shouts out to everybody that came on the show tonight. We really appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Ashton. Feel better.
Yes, please feel better.
We miss you.
Feel better, Ashton.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this show. Everybody came through, show love. Shout out to Quan and Sean, of course.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys for giving us the space to allow us to go forth and do what we do, be ourselves on this show. But yeah, this podcast was lit. This is probably my new favorite. I feel like this is like a tradition now. We should do this every year.
That's every last
episode. Do our year review and what we expect for next year. Have some guests come through, kick it with us.
Snapchat.
And that Ready song, man.
That song is fire. That's fire.
Y'all go check out the video, run up the video for Ready by the Mako Girls on YouTube. Stream the single wherever you consume your music at, you know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe, all that, you know what I mean? You can find all of their stuff. Like they said, go to their website, Mako Girls, MAKOGIRLS .com, and that's gonna have everything. You can tap in, go support them for sure. And we about to hit the wrap up, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this when I give my social media then. So, are we getting into that?
Yeah.
Okay. Give y'all social media.
You can follow your boy on Instagram at CB_. Wait, what is my Instagram? _CB03. You can follow me on Twitter at Coach_Buck03. You can follow me on Facebook at Christian Buckmire. I know it'll be on there. I just get on there and check birthdays, but yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that good stuff.
My IG and my Twitter is _skip_to_my_shoe. I also have a producer page called Produced by CK. But it's kind of funny. I typed it. Yeah, it's produced by CK.TVE. So the Ville Entertainment. So that's going to be my publishing company, entertainment company, whatever. It's going to be the umbrella in which I do most of my stuff, like whether it be art, music, anything entertainment wise, you know what I mean? So yeah, you can also follow that page. And if you know anybody who's into rapping or buying beats, then tell them about me.
All right now.
Is it me or are you going? So, you can follow me on social media on Instagram at Lyons_Emmanuel_. You can find my Twitter at RIP Lyons. Facebook, St. Even. And big announcement, exclusive alert. YSO podcast gets it first. I guess the rest of the world will find out, tomorrow. But you know what I mean? Our YSO viewers and family, you know what I mean? Tap in. It's been a very long 2 years. I've had people ask me if I still rap, if I still make music. Dead serious. Been 2 years since I've released music in an official manner. But next Friday, January 1st, 2021, I will be releasing my new single. It will be the first official release from my production company, 5390 Productions, in partnership with TVE, the Ville Entertainment, produced by Christopher Knox and featuring Christopher Knox.
It's lit, I heard it.
My first single, Glory Be to God, will be dropping next Friday, January 1st, 2021. Is how I'm kicking off 2021. It's the first single off the first project that you're going to really hear and get to have from me. And that's going to be coming pretty soon as well. You know what I mean? I plan on making these 2 years that I've been gone from the rap game worth it. All I've been doing is giving people freestyles on Instagram every couple of months. No longer, no more. We have so much music in the catalog. It's really crazy. I'm
I'm on fire. You guys just don't know it yet. So save your dates, save your calendar, get ready for wherever you consume music to download, buy, and stream. Support Saint Even. And it's not just music. I'm coming in every regard. You know, I'm multi-talented and multifaceted and multi-career oriented. And I'm going to provide it all come 2021 and beyond. Taking over the world is not a mission, it's a destiny. It starts now.
Production or productions?
Production, it's allowed to be production. It's not
All
a singular production.
Listen, let's go. Exclusive alert right here on the YSO podcast team, baby. Listen, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Let's give a big hands up for Saint Even and Christopher Knox, CK. We are going to be looking forward to hearing that single. We asking everybody to push it, to promote it, to share it when the cover drops tomorrow. Let's be on it. Let's show love and greatly anticipated. Greatly, yes, greatly anticipated and long awaited. So yeah, we're excited about that. For me, listen, you can follow me on all social media at Amber and Lyons. You can follow the Youth Speak Up podcast at the YSO podcast on Instagram, YSO_podcast on Twitter, Healing Pain Through the Arts group on Facebook, From Pain to Purpose page on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, Amber Lyons, or Nzinga L, NZINGHAL. You can follow From Pain to Purpose on Instagram. Our Twitter is Pain to Purpose. And follow us and connect with us at www.FromPainToPurpose.net. www.FromPainToPurpose.net. And we're looking for God to just do great things in 2021. We know that the storm is not over, but we are still moving forward through the storm. And I want to thank again the YSO podcast team for all of the work that we've been able to do this year. Somebody could have had a baby in the amount of time that we've been holding this down, 9 months. And they could be getting ready to deliver. So we have been, listen, I'm about to speak prophetically. We've been grinding during the pandemic these past 9 months, faithfully, dedicated. It's time to give birth in 2021.
I bet. I see what you did there.
I see what you did, but that's a little scary for me. I'm not gonna lie.
No, men give birth too.
Because
men give birth too.
Okay, you still don't even recognize what I'm saying. Okay, pregnancy's in the air.
Not like that. Not that. Listen, this is not. Okay, not like that.
We get outside.
Christian and Andrew got it. They got it. Listen, your dreams and let's move it like this. Your dreams and your visions. And listen, this is what I'm adding. This is what I'm calling to the atmosphere, that monetization.
Partners, sponsors,
the financial enumeration, bring that forth. Lord, we call forth the money in 2021. That's what we want to see. Not just connections and collaborations and more ground. We want to see the dollars. Show us the coins. That's how we ended. We love y'all. Merry Christmas.
See y'all next
Happy
year.
New Year. See y'all next year on the other side. God, stay safe. Wash your hands. Social distance. Use your hand sanitizer and wear your mask. Blessings. And go on YouTube and check out my Christmas 2020 poetic expression and check it out. Yeah. Thank y'all.
I'll see y'all next year.
Next year.
Literally.
FYP Production.
She fell in love with the bad guy, but she loves my intentions. And nothing feels better than the moment we're sinning, no. Nothing feels better than the moment we're kissing. I'll say I'll love her for forever, in the morning forget her. She was raised under money, growing up she couldn't see the poor. Save my number in her phone under me or more. Look me in my eyes and ask what I need her for. So in this game of life she just might keep a score. And darkness is clouding my judgment. Marijuana clouds cause the loud is so pungent. But me, I haven't touched a drug since that tray of white. I live my life before the fight like I'm Dana White. The block is hot like that boy band with Nick Lachey. Hold my heart in your hands like a Fabergé. Precious. We was young, dumb, and reckless. Living like the devil couldn't catch us. Life